Sunday, and we're live on ILive Caribbean, streaming worldwide, the Caribbean and beyond. So right about now, it's what's new with what's different with DJ Bruce, the produce, as always, 4 to 6 on a Sunday. And of course, I have quite a show in store for you guys. Today, I have 2 guest announcers being featured. So, we have Bella, as always. I think she's she being right here.
What's up?
And further to my right, for those on the Facebook, well, yeah, I don't know how you've seen it. We have the Dev.
Thank you.
Right. And he's making his debut. This is your first time on the radio as an announcer, Dev?
Actually, yeah, first time.
Right. Well, I have these 2 people here because we have a lot of topics to talk about today, and I needed some firepower. I needed some people to bring across these points that we have to discuss today.
I have some things to say, right? So last time I was here, y'all know we had a very heated discussion about differentology. So DJ Bruce thought that he needed to bring reinforcements today for me, but it's still up for debate. I don't know if Devon is going to be my reinforcements or Bruce reinforcements. We'll be going and find out.
The only thing Dev is going to be doing today is talking about the facts. I will not be taking sides. I will just be the voice of objectivity, facts. That's it. I'm not taking sides. I'm not taking no licks.
Alright, we're going to find out. So y'all know how we do it every Sunday. We have our health tip. That's going to be a discussion this week, as well as we have our entertainment news. And we're going to continue that steamy list that I had last time that I was here, that had some rather popular, unpopular topics that we are going to get through today with our guest host, Devon.
So right now, we're going to get into some music. Plenty music, guys. Oh my gosh, 2 hours is not enough. And I'm feeling like a real old school vibe today, so I have something special lined up for all you. But in the meantime, we're going to start off with the 2021 contributions by all these artists. Alright, so it's what's new, what's different. And if you're listening on the ILive Caribbean website, you can join us on the Facebook, on DJ Bruce the Produce Facebook page. Right, we're going to get steamy today. So let's get some music going.
First thing you should do as you rise up is count your blessings. 'Cause every new day under the sky is a blessing. And you surely blessed if you have life, ain't no guessing. I want you to hear me like the radio. But you see what I'm saying like a video. Understand me clear that I'm stereo. Life fast but try to make nothing trouble you. Morning, my voice is video. Hope you have a good day and everything is okay. No matter what happens, we not giving up. Plus life too short, so let me live it up. It's all about the high life. We vibrating on a high frequency. Vibrating on a high energy. Yeah, we coming to your life with a bag of good vibes. Everything is alright. We vibrating on a high. Yeah, say, you know the vibes. We never stop, we never give up. You know the highs. We never stop, we never ease up. Yeah, it's all about the highlight. It's all about the highlight. It's all about the highlight. Yeah, we know.
Not a care in the world right now, just cruising. Operating on Caribbean time and moving. Yeah, the sun's on my face and the breeze so soothing. Good vibes, off to the beach. Friends and family, come along, let's go.
say you're alive. You want me to put them in a fashion of oh, let them girl get a taste, them could have swear got the responsibility all night. Girl get wicked on the knees, but never like you feel so sweet all night. My kind of style she like, she said my kind of style so sweet. Oh Lord, my kind of vibe she like, she said my kind of vibe so deep. She said baby put it back there, baby put it back there, and she said baby put it back there, baby put it back there. So you know I put it back there, baby put it back there, and so you know I put it back there, I put it back there, I put it back there, Sweeter than the diabetes you do to your life, sweeter than the treat that you shoot up in the night. Couple like a piranha, we hook up on a line. Too late to let go, I guess you never see the side. Sweeter than a glass coke. She said, oh, I hope she like a spranger in the street. Looking for a last stroke, not one word spoke. Silent and deadly, me say don't joke. She don't. Mama, you're my destiny.
Keep all your company while we doing that.
Losing you would be a tragedy.
This answer.
You leaving me, girl, that go mash up me. You leaving me, girl, that go mash up me.
Those now joining live, this is radio show. What's different? What's different on a Sunday? And guest Kristerbella and Devon. And we're about to get steamy. We're about to get steamy today, so stay tuned.
Sweet lady, my baby, for you the walk over time. SOS, baby, if you get my text, please reply. Oh, baby, tell me where you gone. Oh, baby, go and just go. It don't really matter. It don't matter. Long as I'm next to you, and you're next to me. Long as don't matter. Long as don't matter. Long as I'm next to you, and you're next to me. Baby, baby, you say invest your money in show. You bring 10 times if you must get more. Tell the hard man, I'm looking for him.
And this is the anthem right now, eh? Who feeling the pain?
Tell him I want the money.
Actually, no, I didn't. I wasn't feel like if I didn't. I tried, I didn't.
Cause I want to be rich like I live in Dubai. Everybody got to live so nice. When you want the money and I have mine, oh. Cause I
Dev,
Yo.
since you're new, you had a Susuhan?
After what?
You had a Susuhan?
No.
no, don't live your whole life seeking vanity. Money can make you happy. But money is a necessity, and I know why too important to ever remain a poor man. So tell him bring all my money for me, for me. Tell the hard man, I'm looking for me. He not transfer, and I'm looking for me. Tell him I want the money, I want my money, yeah, right now. Tell him I need my money, I need my money, yeah, right now. Cause I want to be rich like I live in Dubai. Everybody got to live so nice. And you want the money and I have mine, oh. Cause I want to be rich like I live in Dubai. Everybody got to live so nice. And you want the money and I have mine, oh. Girl, how you gonna do me? How you gonna do me that? How you gonna do me? How you gonna do me that? You gonna delete me? Tell me you won't come back. No, baby. You broke my heart when you left me, girl, and I can't concentrate. No, baby. You mash up my life when you left
So
me.
Dev, you ever had a breakup so bad, right? That you and the girl done and she gone with the kitchen sink, right?
Boy, I had so many breakups. I didn't even want to get into it. I had some terrible breakups. She go on with the kitchen sink, go on with the car, go on with the bed sheet, all kind of things.
Bed sheets?
Yeah. But she said she don't want them kind of memories for me to keep them, so.
So she take the bed sheets for real?
And 2 of the 4 pillows.
I done.
Like what she told me she done.
How you gonna You're gonna give me pain. Tell me you won't come back. How you gonna do better, baby?
My girl, you're sweet like pineapple, you're sweet like
Oh Lord,
I have the sweetest piece of wine here for you. The way that you give me I just want you next to me. And I am watching you all night, I love of your energy.
Shout out to Choppy though. He real killing it this season though. I wish we had Carnival for the kind of fire these new artists pelt out this season.
I just went to the door, you are the captain.
And let me tell you, is no set of nonsense soca. Them singing, you know.
And the truth is, that has always been my beef. I think Calypsonians, soca artists should be singers first.
Nice.
Oh Lord, sink of floats, I don't care what you do. Throw me overboard. I don't need no lifeguard, oh Lord. Rocking back and forth like a tidal wave. You are the captain. Throw me overboard. I don't need no lifeguard, oh Lord.
Y'all can comment by the way. Watch the
talking that when you walk out, girl. You dancing in this set non-stop, girl. When you bubble up, you're causing trouble with the waistline I like. This one that you got, baby, girl, it's driving me crazy. When you come in close, there's only one thing to do. Put your lips on me, talking that talk. When you wind up, yeah. Oh yo, yeah. Put your lips on me, talking that talk. When I wind your body, talking that when you walk out, girl, you dancing in this set non-stop, girl. When I bubble up, you're causing trouble with the waistline I like. This way that you got, baby, girl, it's driving me crazy. When you come in close, there's only one thing to do. Put your lips on me, talking that talk. When I wind up, my baby, talking that talk. Girl, you look so sexy. Talking that put your lips on me, talking that talk. I'm looking for is a romantic kind of girl to make me feel warm and comfortable. Wrap me up like a sheet, lay on a bed, give me shivers like a brain, freezing me head. And girl, I wonder where you get that formula. The way you slow wine, girl, you make me come over. And I want you to wine and hold me tight. I want you to stay for the rest of the night. Girl, I wanna slow wine on you. I wanna move, you make me groovy like soca. Slow wine on you. I wanna feel you, yeah. Slow wine on you. Come on, let me hook up the bumper, nana. Slow wine on you. Hey, girl, take a bumper, go, hey, girl, roll it around. Let me take a fast wine, girl, and slow you down, girl. Ease in, ease out, ease in, ease out. Slow down on me, take time with it up one side at a time. Make the bumper drop, girl. Ease in, ease out, ease in, ease out. Smooth from your skin like lotion. It's a wine make a slow motion. Me gotta
Slow wine for me, yeah. Girl, you make me go low. The way you whine in the slow mo. Make I love you now. So good, take it down. Yeah. The way you back it up, easy. Back it up, please me, yeah. Trini wine, yeah. Slow wine for me.
Girl, I wanna slow wine on ya. I wanna move, you make me groovy like soca. Slow wine on ya. I wanna feel you, yeah. Slow wine on ya. Come on, let me look up the bumper. Slow wine on ya.
It's the new calypso, no summertime fling. Talking to the rhythm and the style we are bring. Energy electric, I step in at the ring. Chicken and a chicken, we tap it till it can change. And I know that it's gonna be magic. Spread the love and it's gonna go my way. Middle of the road and we can't do a thing when the vibes start up and out. Yeah. Feel it when the sun comes out, even when it brings down. Don't miss the magic, so blessed to have it. Oh, feel it when the sun comes out, even when it brings down. Don't miss the magic, so blessed to have it. Yeah.
about that time. Our first item every Sunday, we usually give you guys a health tip because we have your best interest at heart, right? So this week, I'm gonna make it quick. I'm gonna try to make it quicker than usual. Bruce is laughing right now because I usually spend a lot of time on this, but I'm gonna try to spend as little time on it as possible so we can get back to the music and the vibe. So my topic this week is nighttime eating and the myths about Devon rubbing his stomach. The myths about whether or not that increases your risk of weight gain or weight loss, right? So I usually like look up articles online so that I have facts for you guys, but there is so much data about this one particular topic that's conflicting that we're gonna talk about it, right? So people on the live, on the Facebook live, if you're here right now, you're free to just tell us your thoughts, what you think about this, right? So I'm just gonna lay out some facts for you, right? So by popular opinion of late, nutritionists are saying that once you are within your caloric deficit, you can eat at night, right? Devon, you look like you have something to say to that.
I have never been within my caloric deficit. At least not in the last 15 years. So I cannot eat at night.
Okay. Well, so, I mean, that just putting it in perspective to y'all. If you're eating everything during the day, don't eat at night. Once you know you reach your caloric intake amount for the day, you know, don't overdo it.
It's real conflicting, eh?
It's
real conflicting because food is not just calories, you see.
Also fuel.
Yeah. And food is not just calories, you see. Food has a lot to do with your hormones. It has a lot to do with different things that affect your body. So certain foods at night could affect your quality of sleep, right?
Okay, so that they did say that. So the pros and cons around it is like some pros would be if you can fall asleep faster. You curb your cravings. If you eat like earlier on in the night, you have less risk of those midnight cravings and getting up 1 o'clock in the morning and you're looking for whatever it have in the fridge.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right? And then some cons that I have on this article here is your metabolism works slower at night. It can cause indigestion, heartburn, or contribute to that. They also advise that, okay, yeah, eat at night, but your meal sizes should be smaller, it should be lighter, because the heavier things that you eat at night would have an impact on your body, right?
Yeah. And Devon, you should be able to say something on this because you work shift. So how, because if it is you're working, like we say you go to work from 6 p.m. and you're working until 5 in the morning, I mean, how are you going to do it? What is this article really saying?
All right, well, if I work from 6 p.m. and then finish at 5 in the morning, first thing first, I'll have a problem with my boss because I don't work that so long.
Right.
Yeah. Right, well, if I'm working a night shift, what I would try to do before I go to work is have my last meal at 6.
Right.
Right, try to get some rest before I go to work, and then treat my 8 hours of night work like I would treat daylight. Right. So I will. If I go to work at 11, I will try to eat something healthy, but more on the larger side to make sure I get filled at around 3 a.m. and then have a light snack around 5, and I finish work at 7. So then by then I could get home and get some sleep, and I wouldn't have a lot of stuff on my stomach,
Right. I think shift workers have it the hardest because
yeah, we do.
Because your body is so out of whack with eating, and everything with your body is all about homeostasis.
Mm-hmm.
So how can you tell your body this is breakfast time, this is lunch time, when it is you're working a night shift, and then 2 days daylight, and then 2 days night shift? So you're gonna have mess.
And one of the things that you say 2 days daylight, 2 days evening, 2 days night. Probably you work for 2 days and your body get accustomed to that routine, and then 2 days later you shift it, and then 2 days later you shift it, and then you try to get back to your off days. So it throws it off. It throws off your sleep patterns. Right? I have problems with sleep. Right, so there's something that I battle with, and trying to keep a healthy diet is hard already. So you just imagine what it's like when you're also a shift worker like myself.
Right. What does the article say about?
Well, I more or less give the synopsis of everything there, you know.
Oh, okay.
But basically what we're saying, guys, is there are a lot of conflicting data around whether or not you should be eating at night or not. But the important thing here to remember is you know your body. You know what works best for you. Pay attention to what you eat, how you react to it, how you feel in the morning after you wake up after eating certain things. Like for me, for example, I would try not to eat like starchy foods or heavy carb foods at night because it's really heavy, right? And I also try to stay away from Caribbean food like curry and stew and those
gosh.
because
Oh gosh.
come now, hey, don't
Mahat.
I'm gonna jama.
Where you living again? You just curse me there though.
There's no way I could sign in that one. Not at all.
Nah. I mean everything in moderation, but oh gosh, man.
I'm just saying I stay away from those things at night because I feel like my stomach is not the best the morning after.
If we ever see Bella on the cross, Leon, it's pressure. We will remind her of this day.
Nah, I know what is, I wouldn't say that one, but I know what's Bella weakness.
Okay.
I know what's Bella weakness.
Alright.
I can sell you out there and make you out. You wouldn't see Shirley Cross, but you might see her by the Colonel. By the Colonel. You see that zinger? That
What's
zinger.
that?
She ain't what the combo, you know, just this sandwich.
Just a sandwich.
Crunchers, by the way.
Right, the cruncher.
Right? Yeah, that's been a weakness of late. However, it's been a while. I would say that. And that's it for your health tip this week, guys. We're gonna take a short break and come back. We are just getting started because the health tip is just a start. We just starting. So we're gonna get into entertainment news when we come back, and we still have to go through that steamy list of opinions that we are about to discuss with Reinforcements Dev in studio. So we're gonna be right back. Don't go anywhere.
This is ILive Caribbean. wi.iliveradio.com.
Revelers! Let me take one for the road. Not a bed, not a drink. Let me jump up before the curtains come down. Every Tuesday is the last lap where soca and calypso music come alive. Look for interviews from some of your favorite artists. Last lap every Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. on ILive Caribbean Radio.
Greetings, my global friends. I'm DJ Craig Blue, and I'll be taking you on a carousel ride every Wednesday night from 10 p.m. to 12 on ILive Caribbean, taking you on a journey through dance music mixed with a Caribbean blend.
Craig Blue, taking you on a carousel ride worldwide.
That's every Wednesday night from 10 p.m. to midnight on ILive Caribbean with DJ Craig Blue, taking you on a carousel ride.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy DJ Kevin here, representing all the way from Toronto, Canada. Make sure you lock it into Flight Zone. Music without borders. Every Friday, 6 to 7 p.m., we playing soca, reggae, dancehall, hip-hop, trap, R&B, and everything in between. Right here, ILive Caribbean, Flight Zone. Music without borders.
Hey, my name is DJ Blacks. You can catch my show Free of Fridays right here on ILive Caribbean every Friday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. in the evening, bringing you the best of small island soca and booyah music from the island of Dominica. Every Friday right here from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on ILive Caribbean, bringing you the best of small island soca and booyah music.
This is ILive Caribbean, changing the way we listen to radio. Listen to radio. Listen to radio.
And this is a new one coming on from MX Prime. It's called Mad City. Feel the energy in this track now, boy.
I live in a mad city. I live in a mad city. This is a mad city. Mad city. I live in a mad city. I live in a mad city. I live in a mad city. Mad city. Well, I live in the pandemic. Well, I try to be in the pandemic. Take a pandemic. In the pandemic. Take a pandemic. In the pandemic. Why? Move away the touch. Move away the touch. Run around the yard.
Marshall.
That is correct. So this Friday coming up here would have been Soca Monarch Fantastic Friday. I think it's Effect is on Fantastic Friday too. Yeah boy, yeah boy. We can't even jump to this one.
No Marshall Monday, no Kest Tuesday, no Tribe Ignite Thursday.
Stay home, stay home. You don't want no business in the road. Stay home, stay home. You're hungry, you're thirsty, you're greedy, you're party. So, who's on a mask? I live in a rock city, I live in a flat city. This is a mad city, mad city. I live in a flat city, I live in a rock city. Start to warm up my wine. Start to warm up your mind. Start to warm up my wine. Tell them it's West Side Guy. Start to warm up my wine. Start to warm up my wine. Start to warm up my wine. I better speed it up your wine. Drop it to the ground, dad. Okay, that was good. Let's take a stretch and let's get back to the zest. Back it up next. Put your hands on your knees. Put your hands on your knees. Put your hands on your knees. Back it up for me, please. Put your hands on your knees. Put your hands on your knees. Just ready, let them put your hands on your knees. They can just wine now, back it, 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 that's crazy. Or you can find if you find your mind, want the imagination. We feel like all this thing cancel like cancel, but you can't cancel what we live.
Right now we have a close race for the online road match. This is one of them. All houses rode by Bungie Garland. You know what I like about this rhythm? The kind of Game Boy kind of vibe you get from it. It's like if you just play some Mario Brothers.
All houses road, all houses road, all houses road. Them laughing and Trinidad, that's a carnival, we don't have that. We go take speaker box and load it up on a van back. Put drum in a knapsack, then jump out in a hazmat. Happy in we are you see, yeah, we are going past that. They on in the mind, they still have to take up the ball, they still have to fly and the best, they will have to spray up the sweat, still will have to sweat, but they won't be able to play. I want to feel my body, high skill, jumping on the carry like it's road. When there's somebody getting back and it's somebody like it's road. My house is the road, backyard is the road, front yard is the road, side yard is the road. All houses road, 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 all houses road. Out road again, out road again. And I went to sleep in my bed, oh I wake up outside inside. Out road again, out road again. Oh I fall asleep and I read.
You know them thought I joke, eh? Never put it from me top, tell me we head.
My mind is blown.
I will never be able to unhear this again.
Sleep in my bed, oh I wake up outside inside. Out road again, out road again. Oh I fall asleep in a river and I wake up on the Savannah stage. Out road again, out road again.
Hey, and by the way, I'm dropping a special BrucetheProduce remix today. Those on the live, or let's stay online for that release today.
It was a scene, behaving like a landslide, all over everything. To me, this was a fence. Did someone shake and wake me up and look how I regret? Why? Was the best part of the ride and the best part of the grind? All on top of the stage was the best part of the time. Only to realize when I open up my eyes, it's still walking and so they find me outside and they look for me. Out the road again, out the road again. And I went to sleep in my bed, oh I wake up outside instead. Out the road again, out the road again. Oh I fall asleep in a river and I wake up on the Savannah stage. Out the road again, out the road again.
want to fast. I want to party.
Thing I want is for the government to party where side of it. The government to look better with the people fat. The government to tell us that we are one more thing. One more thing, yeah. I want to get wild. I want to get crazy. I want to be a boss. I want to be a pretty lady. We do what we have to do. But yeah, what I want to do. If I had one wish, mash up the best. Mash up the best. Mash up the best. If I had one wish, mash up the best. Mash up the best. Yes, mash up the best. I want the best. I want the best. Move to the left. Move to the left. Move to the left. Move down. Move to the right. Move to the right. Move to the right. Move down. Run to the back. Run to the back. Run to the back. Run down. Run to the front. Run to the front line. Caribbean people say, we ready to dance twice a day. Come carnival, we outside. Take a trip with my woman and wine. I want to get wild. I want to get crazy. I want to be a boss. I want to be a pretty lady. We do what we have to do. But yeah, what I want to do. If I had one wish, mash up the best. Mash up the best. Mash up the best.
some vibes to you right now, wherever you are. If you're in your living room, if you're in your car, if you're on a boat, if you're on a train.
positive energy, and we cannot damage it. My side of fire, and my side of energy. A positive energy. We don't want no bad vibes. Let me mash it up. I want you mash it up. Let me mash it up. Everybody ready up. Let me mash it up. We gotta fight it up. We gotta fight it up. All ready to jump. All ready to play. All ready for mass. Ready to make grenade. All ready to jump hard and wave hard and jump hard and wave hard. Because we ready to ride it. This side of fire. This side of energy. A positive energy. And we cannot damage it. My side of fire. My side of energy. A positive energy. And we cannot damage it. Show me now everything. Show me now everything. Up in the sky there. Tell them to make a side. Show me now everything. Show me now everything. Up in the sky there. Tell them to make a side. Everybody safe. We're finding up, keep up the pace. A lot of drinks. And we want to go to waste. See colors in the air, but I got oil on my face. We got oil on my face. And we come to reggae place. Screaming out, one up like properly. And in the air, we love myself. We get like grinding up, yes, I saw now. Mentally ill, feel free to take a pic. Surely wake up my bed. Instructions, no counterfeit. In the master, surely come to this. Last night I dreamed wrong and I'm falling down. But I know this morning I'm waking up. I'm waking up. I'm telling you, I dreamed wrong last night and I'm falling down. Now I'm thanking God for
I'm waking up.
I'm waking up. I will see a man somebody. Have to make sure everybody's safe. We're finding up, keep up the pace. A lot of drinks and we don't want it go to waste. Pretty colors in the air, but I got oil on my face. We got oil.
Yeah, I wish I was in studio right now. We have a real funny end.
One love like properly. And in the air we love myself. We get like grinding up, yes, I saw now. Mentally ill, feel free to take a pic. Surely wake up my bed. Instructions, no counterfeit. In the master, surely come to this. Last night I dreamed wrong and I'm falling down. But I know this morning I'm waking up. I'm waking up. I'm telling you, I dreamed wrong last night and I'm falling down. Now I'm thanking God for waking up. I'm waking up. I will see a man somebody. I'm over there. We find the friend, I'm over there. I'm over there. We find the girl, I'm over there. I'm over there. We see a child, I'm over there. Tell me over there. When it's time to mass, when I top strikers. Tell you that we all over. Tell you man, I'm survivors. And we not give it up. We not give it up. Some the joke, boy. Still winding down and I'm getting on tonight. Standing firm, boy. Cause the night is starting, I come to have a time. Alright, coming back me them reach. I was standing jumping low. I'm a friend of in the cold. I would give you alone. Nobody tell me no. We can't be floating. Just do anything. We jumping up in the cold. Cameraman no say we know. Tripping up and up we getting up and why they at least we know. Dance and shovel cover down. Oil and paint and water down. Hold it, we getting drunk.
One more jump up before the news.
But when this man touch down, we will master start. We don't get turned back. You just play your part. You could act a fool. Remember that when you drink.
Everybody, just sway from side to side. Sway. And sway. 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 Get ready to go. Get ready to go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
A minute. I need a moment to catch my breath. I had to fix my hair. I had to drink some water before I get into this entertainment news. Woo! Bruce.
Party over here. Party
Party was in studio, y'all. We shake up the place.
Oh gosh.
Woo! That was a road session. That take me back. Taking my carnival to Banca. And you make me happy at the same time. That was just confusion of emotions.
Yeah, conflicted.
Yeah, boy. Okay, guys. So, in the spirit of keeping it quick, it's time for our entertainment news. Forgive me if I'm breathless because we really were on the road. We shake up the studio.
All houses road.
All studio is road.
All studios road.
All right. So, We have quite a few stories this week, but some really good ones. So my first story, Trinidadian creatives creates app to connect creatives with global opportunities. There's a new networking platform in town, and its goal is to become the all-in-one platform for the creative industry. Trinidadian entrepreneur Ethan Auguste, I hope I pronounced that right, with co-founders Andre and Daniel, I hope I pronounced that right as well, created Thrive In, a platform to connect creative professionals. The founder of Thrive Collective, which is the holding company that just launched the beta version of Thrive In, is a cultural ambassador for Trinidad and Tobago. Y'all, my adrenaline pumping, so Bruce is laughing at me because we literally had a conversation this week about if I messed up, how much he's gonna make fun of me on air.
I didn't say anything yet.
Not yet. Alright, so my next story. Carnicon to start discussions on future of global carnival industry. Derek Lewis is seeking to position Trinidad and Tobago as the epicenter for carnival thought. On Thursday, he will make his first step to achieving that with the first staging of Carnicon conversations. So if I remember correctly, Carnicon is going to be like what? Our Comic-Con for regional films. Caribbean films and television shows will now be accessible to the world through a new Caribbean streaming platform, FilmCo to Go. The subscription-based platform is an initiative between FilmCo and Tego. Thank you. The platform goes live on February 21st. Now, those three stories I think is worth paying attention to because these are people really making effort to keep Carnival alive during a pandemic, but also keeping our culture alive and pushing it out to a much more global audience, you know, versus having to rely on people traveling into country to experience this. We are now, for the first time ever, really taking it seriously to actually push that out there and exposing the wider world to what our culture and traditions is about. Devon, you look like you want to say something.
If you want me to, yeah.
Go ahead.
What I think is the good thing about it is it will force the industry to be more professional and package our culture in a more palatable way for everybody. So I think these initiatives definitely will work.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely paying attention to how it's going to play out in the very near future. My next story, Kristerbella rebrands carnival event with a 5-night concert series. Reigning joint road match champs, Kristerbella has partnered with the Ministry of Tourism to stage a market series of scaled down and socially distanced live concerts. The mini concert series, dubbed Is We, will consist of 5 nights of live socially distanced concerts celebrating soca, calypso music, and Trinbagonian culture. Scheduled to occur during the traditional run-up to Trinidad and Tobago's Carnival, the Is We series will feature several surprise special guests each night and take place at the spacious open-air Soundforge venue. I don't know if Soundforge big enough to hold the amount of people with a carnival to banker that looking to just get out of the house and do something, you know.
Well, that's why they're having 5 shows, I guess. So, but still.
First come, first serve.
If you
ain't reach, hard luck.
One fed does have like thousands of people. So imagine even if you, let me say, Soundforge with the social distances, you hold 100 people and it's 5 nights, and they say, all right, you can't come more than 1 show. That's only 500
every
persons.
night is something different, and every night have special guests.
Well,
That's a recipe for us to really just overdo.
It's on TV, so I don't know.
What I want to know is how you're whining social distance. I want to know because I does whine hard. So I want to know how I going and give a virtual whine. I see somebody 10 feet away and I just watch them and say, feel that. I can't do that. So I want to know how you doing that social distance one.
You had to create a wine emoji and send them a text. a wine and gif. Yeah. You had to tape yourself, wine in here, and send the video to them across there. And then they go send back a video, then pushing back. Yeah.
Yeah, I go still. That just adding to my tabanka. I say no.
Well, we're about to find out. Because I'm pretty sure people are going to break some rules. Unless they have the officials there to mash up the wine and jam. But how you can do that though?
Wine on the police.
The police gonna get jam.
Police are gonna get jam.
Hey, police can wine back on people.
I don't think they can.
So
they have to take it. You just had to take the jam. Because it's like I mean,
when it was like last year the carnival before Gary gone bad because some woman wind up on a bike police and almost mash up the bike. You remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, some woman hold on about 4 women hold on a bike man and they whine on the bike and they really deal with him. Gary disciplined him because he should have ride off.
Well, as a good poet say, you know, whole day, whole night, this girl won't motorbike.
Next story. Zele Events is giving citizens an opportunity to experience elements of carnival with Canboulay, the live carnival experience. Canboulay is a series of experiences through which people can learn the art of stilt walking, stick fighting, and fire breathing. I love this idea. I absolutely, because you know what? From where I grew up within the country, I was not exposed to this growing up. So I feel like only communities that are close to the capital, forgive me if I'm wrong, but close to the capital would have had experiences with these things growing up. Dev shaking his head. Go ahead, Dev.
I grew up in San Fernando and I
What I mean is where
Who live in the bush?
Gosh.
So
I'm from Central.
So you train
I'm
something
not
at me.
saying that.
So because I'm from Faizabad.
No.
You're trying to say I don't know nothing about
What
mass.
I'm saying is I feel like only specific communities had access or exposure to this growing up as a child. I didn't. From where I was, I didn't. Right? So now having an opportunity to experience something that I love about carnival but never had the exposure to understand the history behind it or to see the communities in action, because I was listening to a show this week or was it last week, can't remember, where some popular people in the industry, they went to do a video which had stick fighting in it, right? And he was talking about they were now learning that you have to do certain things, like you had to put this bottle here, you had to put this here in position,
certain
this here.
traditions that come
certain
with
traditions that come, because it's a ritual that come with stick fighting. It's not just stick fighting, you hold a stick and you fight.
No, it's not.
Right?
Yeah, but stick fighting comes from African traditions. So the tradition of Kalinda, which is like a African martial art, that's where our stick fighting came out of that. So it has a lot of traditions that comes out of it. Unfortunately, a lot of the history and some of those traditions itself are dying. And I think what Bella's saying is that we want to bring it back, let me know the history,
bring it back,
educate ourselves, keep some of it alive, you know, and short people like Leon could walk on a little stilt and get tall like me.
Nah, I want to bust somebody head.
Yeah, and you know what? I think for especially the younger generation growing up now, they're growing into a world that we were not paying attention to this before. So they grew up not knowing this at all. I'm pretty sure I'd have people out there that play carnival every year and don't know about the mashka, don't know about stick fighting, don't know about the cultural events that we have for carnival, never been to a pan, right? Because the way we put forth the culture or carnival itself to the world is just about the parties, but it's way more than that. And I think COVID-19 has definitely forced us now to push the actual cultural part of it forward, which is what I love about it, right? So my next article, $150K for first prize of the Soca Monarch winner. Right, so Soca Monarch this year is happening. It's going to be virtual, right? So you can tune in just as normal. It's just we can't physically be there, of course. And the first prize is going to be $150,000. Second prize would be $50,000, and third place would be $25,000. Next story: Iowa Marshall Bungie Fayan in contention for online road march, as Leon was just, DJ Bruce was just saying.
I don't know who's Leon.
Right? So, reigning road march champ Iowa George, Marshall Montano, Fayan Lyons, and Bungie Garland are among the artists who have registered for the B-Mobile and Tuco online road march competition. Most of the artists registered are competing with 2 songs. Garland is competing with All Houses Road. We know DJ Bruce, we know that's your vote right there. He's also competing with Heart of the People. Lions Fayan is competing with Sleepwalk and Take It Back, while Iowa George is registered with KMC for their collaboration One Wish and Carnival Healing.
No.
What's all your vote?
No.
Well, we know your vote.
No, you realize that article didn't give the songs for a specific artist, right? For Boy say what songs he coming out with.
Oh, for real?
So it could be that he going on like how
this
he
week?
Like this week, like how he drop
everything.
Dr. Mashup, and it just get play 24 hours a day for 2 weeks straight. He could drop something this week. And
5 days?
Yeah,
4 days?
and 4 days he can still win it. No. Another thing is, when you're listening music online and when you're playing mass on the road, it's 2 different feelings.
Experiences, yeah.
So, you see, Marshall could come and win the road match with a groovy tune. It's possible. It's possible.
You think because now it's dependent on the streams, right? It's not.
Yeah,
it's not
streams.
really.
Yeah.
But you know what? So there's always this argument that road march, the people don't get to choose road march because it's what the bands play.
Right.
So I think this is the first time it's about us.
Yeah.
So you might be right there, because we could definitely jump out and choose a groovy-ish sounding song.
So that
we'll see.
That second song Bungie have their
Heart of the People.
Heart of the People, that song real bad.
It is.
That song real bad.
It
Very
is.
lyrically.
The lyrical
dense.
content.
I'll play that later on. Count on waking up.
Don't start
I'll play that.
We're not ready yet. We're not ready yet to start that discussion.
Not yet.
But my question was what? Well, we know yours is All Houses Road. Devon, you have a
If I had one wish.
Yes, that's my vote. If anybody was wondering, that's also my vote. So my last story, it's a little bit of a funny one. I didn't want to tell the boys this story in advance because I wanted to see their reaction. Jamaica faces ganja shortage as farmers struggle.
What?
I'm gonna read it again. Jamaica faces ganja shortage as farmers struggle.
Bombo class.
Bombo class.
No man. Serious. That means they're real bad in it.
But watch man. So the article says Jamaica is running low on ganja. Heavy rains followed by an extended drought, an increase in local consumption, and a drop in the number of marijuana farmers have caused a shortage in the island's famed but largely illegal market that experts say is the worst they've ever seen.
Wow.
It's a cultural embarrassment, said Tristan Thompson, Chief Opportunity Explorer for Takaya, not sure what that is, a consultant and brokerage firm for the country's nascent legal cannabis.
Wow.
So, Jamaica, are they okay across there?
Well, we had some discussion about that, because first thing first, you have to talk about the local ganja farmers. Are we creating an opportunity for export and open
Businessman Dev.
Open an industry
Yeah.
Can we talk to the Jamaican authorities and our customs people? Because I have some plans to...
So Devon, yeah, you have a farm. You have a...
I have a kitchen farm with some
That's where you live in, huh?
For personal use.
So the rule is, right, they say 4 plants per person per household.
4 plants per adult per household.
Per adult per household, right? So if I live in an apartment building, right?
Wow.
And let me say it has 16 apartments in this apartment building, right? Let me say I in number 8D, right?
Right.
So technically, if it have 2 adults in each apartment, right? That is
128 adults.
Right, so I could have 128 plants and just label them apartment 9A, apartment 16D, and anybody who come, I'll just be like, well, I just water the plants as a side job, and I could have a nice little business going there because technically I'm within the constraints of law.
Let me just distance myself from this conversation. Fellas, don't say what you live in, huh? Don't let the information get out before you have some opportunists reaching at your doorstep, aka the popo.
I think it's time for the
yeah, and that's it for our entertainment news. We're gonna take a short break and come back, but don't go anywhere because when we come back, we're gonna get into some steamy discussions with DJ Bruce and Dev and Bella.
This is ILive Caribbean. wi.iliveradio.com. Every Thursday, let DJ KCD be your conductor for Maxi Ride Jam. From 6 p.m., experience 2 hours of the music that made maxi taxis, clubs, and wheels. Really the 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Maxi Ride Jam on ILive Caribbean Radio.
So if I looking nice?
My name is Kristerbella, aka Crew Vader. Alongside DJ LB, we'll be hosting Backyard Radio on ILive Caribbean, where we focus on global dance music and Caribbean dance music. Lots of DJs, music producers, live performances, and lots of discussions about music. So you definitely don't want to miss out on Thursdays at 8 p.m. So tune in to Backyard Radio on ILive Caribbean.
Smart. This is yours truly. Smarter Music, the most entertaining program. The Stage Show, where we bring to you live performances by guest DJs. The best in Caribbean and world music. This is the platform where we expose the unknown with live interviews. Live from 9 p.m. till 12 a.m. each and every Tuesday on ILive Caribbean. You're listening to Jason X on the ones and twos and Sean C on the MIC. Tune into our shows Ecstasy Overdose on Saturdays and Ecstasy Reset on Sundays, 8 to 10 p.m. each evening on ILive Caribbean. We'll be your musical dealers delivering all your favorite hits with that Caribbean vibe and energy. So come get your overdose on Saturdays, then we reset you on Sundays. See you there. Bang! Bang!
This is ILive Caribbean, changing the way we listen to radio. Listen to radio. Listen to radio. Listen to radio.
Yo, make that princess stand nice, boy. But Ruby, go and talk to her, man. She looking straight at you, Jay. I shy, man. As a shy guy down sorry. What you shy about?
Right about now, I want to take it back.
Go ahead, man. Take it there. Nice.
Excuse me, girl, you know you look so good. Never seen you before in this neighborhood. Well, yes.
Dollar Jam vibes.
Anyway, my brother, Mr. Respect you. No, please don't leave so fast. There are so many things woman I've got to ask. Like what? Why don't you spend some time with me? I'm sorry, I got a boyfriend already. I want you ball. I got a boyfriend already. I want the girl say I got a boyfriend already. All of the girls I got a boyfriend already. You think the woman she got a boyfriend already? I want you tell me I got a boyfriend already. All of the girls I got a boyfriend already. Oh, let me hear you. I got a boyfriend already. You think the woman she got a boyfriend already? So, yo, like you can't get girlfriend at all, yeah.
Ice cream. Some girls are so sweet and so nice. All of the ice cream, woman, me say put up on one. All
know. That's the sound of the man Rupee. If you know Rupee used to call himself Coalition. It's still playing online. Well, okay. Right, that's correct. Coalition was the name of the band. Soca boy. This is my vibe this week.
Everybody there, just like me, we. Gonna say that
Dion, you see this song, DJ BrucetheProduce, you see this song, you're bringing back memories.
Music in my head all night.
Dev, that song in troublesome.
Say right.
All kind of trouble.
Across the floor she was dancing. So make a move to get in the mood. 'Cause tonight's the night and the feeling is alright. Don't know what to do, how to make that move. I say, hey, hey, what to say? I'm feeling all I can say. I get the urge to prove what she in the party. Yeah, I get the urge to grind her clothes on she body. Oh, I get the urge to tell she baby is sexy. Yeah, I get the urge to tell she I want your body. Oh,
I'm in the mood to move in the party. Come on, baby, and talk to me. Smooth like a talking, you look sexy. Come and talk to the man, sweet, sweet girl. You look so fine and you look divine. Oh, yes, lady, I want you to be mine. So come on over and make my day. And hear what I'm having now to say.
and the passion and the twist up inside. Feel up my heart and you feel up my pride. I'm a hips sitting like an upside down. Yeah, I'm body hurting all around. Pour your creative juices over me. Mash down my walls and set me free. When you touch my bubble, you touch my soul. There's not another you in this whole wide world. 'Cause I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. Some people say that I'm a diabetic. But this is only one life to live, so I'ma live it. So don't throw no words that knock on the door. I've never had a girl this way before. Women always have to say I'm
Alright,
obsessed.
so those of you watching online, you can tell how old I am because I know every single one of these songs, right? All you realize I'm the old man in the studio, right?
Weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. They want me to turn around.
Just do it.
They want me to fall on the ground.
Just do it.
They want me to black back so.
Just do it.
They want me to give some more.
Just do it.
They want me to.
Just do it.
You want me to.
Just do it.
You want me to.
Just do it.
You want me to.
Just do it. Let's dance.
Look me in my eye when I wind up. Put your hands in the air, let's see ya. Look me in my eye when I wind up. Put your hands in the air, let's see ya. Not because I wind with you. You can do whatever you want to. You come here just to the Torah.
Bella, you feel you could just go a party and flex on a stranger? I talk about front flex and stare him in the eyes. You could do that?
Yes.
I sorry, if I was up a girl like you in a party and I gonna ask you, so you want to drop home or something? I want to know what you want.
Look me in my eye when I wind up. Put your hands in the air,
Yeah, I'm going straight for the khakis. Front pocket. Straight for the khakis. Where are you going? Talk to me.
You see, the thing is, if I do that, you wouldn't even hear a word from me. I will just watch you and leave.
You're going to be hearing plenty words from me.
Dev, new school party or old school party? Same night. Which one you going?
Old school.
Bruce.
I'll have to go with old school.
Want to know tonight, what you want to do? Just tell me
existed. She told me that she had manipulated to the skirt and lift it. You know we insane, they gifted. She wanna be roughed up, non-stop, rocked up in one box. She want them mixed down, no one drop. No, we shouldn't be dealing. I can't find the feeling I'm feeling. Precious, you know.
Baby, oh, you come home with me. I got this.
What's that Disney slow grind segment?
I'll do that.
The kind of slow grinders.
I got this feeling.
Make you forget about all your brethren in alignment with. You're going by the bar for wrongs and then she heard the song and she just broke back on you and they just leave everything.
She is not mine.
And then men them waiting on the drinks.
You got it, so much style and wine. But I can't stop what I feel inside.
I know.
Together, you don't think about her. In fact, you leave her to be mine. What should I do? You know I feel you. This is crazy. Between you and me, find a place in your passion.
But I want to go.
Marshall, why you whining so? Just because I am a good whiner man. Tell me, why you whining so? Just because I could whine. Try pull me down like me hang on to a sign. But me get like cars and I grip on the vine. Anytime me fall below the line, me bounce back and me come one time to wine. See the girl and men of this fine and wine. Marshall, how you whine so divine, boy, wine. Anytime you look so fine, you are the girl and them singing the line.
I know you waited a minute, Bella, but I had to play this one.
I said, if you best, I would wine a man. Wine a boy, come wine with them. If the man girl, leave him behind. Wine a boy, come wine with them. Tell the request, I would wine a man. Wine a boy, come wine with them. If the man girl, leave him behind. Look.
She wants in the air, that's half the party. I come in on the dance, me now look for romance. The girl and them a pigeon, them a cast in a chance. It's kind of one thing, man, I come out to wine. Jump up and down and have a good time. I give it extreme love and you always complain. Do them a start back the first thing again.
You better be there for me too. I go hide on your shoestring. You better bring some money for. I'm coming back for more. Everything you say, you're my lover.
Alright, this is the moment. This is the moment we're gonna find out whether or not Dev is my backup or DJ Bruce backup.
I am here to spit the facts.
Alright, so
Read 7, eh?
what?
7.
So,
I did up to 6.
oh, wait a minute. No. You don't get to do the topics without us.
I was by myself and I was bored, so I had to do something.
Well, we're going to revisit these topics now that Dev is in studio, right? The last time I was here, so I'm gonna kick it off. Devon, you would have seen a specific video on social media with Bruce and I arguing a specific lyric of a song. Did you think it was cow or crowd?
The lyric is crowd.
See, you see what I mean? And he doubt me.
Yeah, but I don't really see how Bruce could hear cow unless he has something on his mind.
I think it was satisfying for people to know that it was cow because it was fun to hear a cow going moo in your head when you're thinking about waking up in the morning and you're hearing and cow waking you up.
Moving on.
What fed you does good?
And believe me, there are many persons who they were today old when they found out it was crowd.
I disagree.
I think we had this conversation in the public lexicon already, and it was decided it was crowd.
I think Bungie Gallen didn't know what he was saying, and then better.
You and Gallen team or what? I don't know. So okay, all right. We're not going to go down that road again, huh? We're going to go to our next road this time. So, if you all don't know, if this is your first time joining, we have a list of, I would call it steamy topics of opinions that circulated social media.
Unpopular opinions.
Unpopular but popular.
Yeah.
That we decided that we're going to discuss, right? So we went through a few the last time where Bruce and I got into a rather steamy discussion. So this week, my first point this week says, Big Truck is the most iconic soca song ever. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
Bruce?
Disagree.
Why and what would you pick?
Okay, so when you think about iconic, you're thinking about a song that transcends all eras. A song that...
Big Truck is that?
That would have carried us abroad. You would have heard it in parties away. You can play it now in a party still, years after it has come out, and still mash up the place. My pick...
Big Truck is do that though. Music fans do that though.
My pick is Balance.
Alright, it is a huge song. I think Big Truck is iconic for the era it was in, the 1997 era.
He knows the year.
Definitely, Big Truck is a big tune for the era. The most iconic soca song of all time? I don't think so.
What would you say?
And again, this is our opinion. And this will be revealing how old I am. Stalin, Black Man Feeling the Party.
Way!
Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
I also think that...
Alright.
I also think that, so sometimes when you're looking at a list and you're trying to think of the top 10 or whatever, sometimes it's easier to put songs in a category or a tier. Like if you had a pyramid and you had a tier, so the bottom tier is the lowest and then the top tier is the highest. So let me say the top tier you have 3 slots, and then below that you have 5, and below that you have 10, and below that you have 15. I think you could easily put those 3 songs next to each other on that top tier. Because people from countries who don't even speak English know ballads.
I agree with that. But also people from Trinidad who are really the culture really appeals to could really appreciate the depth of Stalin.
Alright.
Okay. My vote is I agree. I think Big Truck is one definitely up there on top iconic soca's of all time. It's Carnival is my next one. I said this before. It's Carnival is definitely a timeless song. And just to go outside of the box for a little bit, I also think On My Way is a timeless song. It is not a traditional pick, But I think On My Way is one of the greatest songs ever. Marshall.
Okay.
Nobody. Alright, I gonna. Okay.
Big tune, but not up there with the best of it. But it is a big tune.
Yeah. I think it's worth noting. Again, that's my opinion. Right, I'm gonna go over to the next point. So this said list said Super Blue is the real king of soca. Disagree. You.
Agree and disagree.
Why?
I think what Super Blue has been able to bring to soca from since the 1980s to today is amazing. I mean, Super Blue even give us Fair and Lion.
Right, okay. If you want to look at it
Super
like
Blue
that.
even give us
King.
Fair.
That's king. That's
right?
That's not even king.
That's Queen Maker.
Yeah, that's goat.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a goat.
Yeah. But I would say
and Terry.
And of course Terry, who is a soca and calypso.
She's a calypsonian.
Yeah, amount of titles in that Lions family.
Yeah, just So if you think about what Super Blue has given us as far as his music, his daughters, you could say he's probably the greatest. But again, when you're talking about these types of things, you have to go back to origins and names like Shorty does come up, Maestro does come up, Kitchener, Sugar Boom Boom does come up. But
I think
also the longevity because of the era, because they were pioneering the soca, they probably would come up as that pioneers, not really the greatest.
I think they used to dub Kitchener the king of calypso at one point in time.
Yeah.
And then they used to call Sparrow the same thing. I think when you had to have certain criteria when you're talking about king of soca. Is it that is somebody who was pivotal in the creation of soca, or somebody who drive the soca to where it is now, or somebody who is currently flying the flag for soca in a certain way that he representing, at least for, let me say, for about 20 years. I think, again, if you had to put them side by side, on one hand, you could say Marshall, but again, boy, Marshall are trying to, but none of them singing soca, none of them bringing titles.
Wait.
So, I know I'm not saying that disrespectfully, I'm just saying that, Super Blue, he seed strong. He
sired some
yeah. There. He created iconic Bella cracking up in here. He created, imagine, that's one of the things. That's the true sign of accomplishment when you could duplicate yourself.
Legacy.
Yeah. So if it is you could create your offspring that also doing what you did 10, 15 years ago, then use a goat. Use a goat. If LeBron James' son get better than him, then LeBron is a goat.
Because Michael Jordan.
Michael
Jordan's son though.
Yeah, them not mess. His both sons play basketball and they can't see them.
Yeah. Okay.
But Jordan is good.
Alright. I feel like I can't comment on this particular point because y'all made some very valid arguments there that I don't have any counter arguments. So one for Devon, Bruce. Next point. Marshall will hold the most road march titles for the next 20 years. I
strongly agree.
I agree.
Strongly agree. The count is right now, Kitchener has 12 road march titles, Marshall has 11, and Super Blue has 10. So, right now, who is actually making music and who actually has some zest in them? Out of the three, well, Lord Kitchener,
rest in
peace. His time gone. Super Blue, his prime is gone, even though he's still making music and probably still cop one or two if he has a good collaboration or he just catch up apps and has a good song a year.
And next Fantastic Friday.
Yeah, but I can tell you, Marshall is in his mid-40s, and I think he still have about at least 10 good years in him of making music. So definitely Marshall, he will have the chance of having the most road match titles.
Yeah, I agree with that. However, Bella said something earlier when he was talking about I think it was the article he was talking about, and we spoke about the people don't really get to pick the road match. When we're talking about Kitchener and road match, we can remember when Kitchener won all those road matches all those years ago. Road matches used to be road match title was actually with what the bands played. Right. Remember
it still is.
Right? No, the bands as in the steel bands.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the steel bands.
Okay,
so
okay.
The origins of road match would be what the steel band play on the road in the city.
Okay.
Right? And when you're judging points, you play a tune of choice, and that's how you decide.
Oh.
Right. So the big truck started. I think the first big truck in Trinidad was in 1976, I think. Right here in San Fernando.
Wow.
Right?
History lesson.
Okay,
Mike.
Right here in San Fernando. I think the first big truck was in 1976 or 1977. Right here in San Fernando. And then they shifted from the bands to the music on the trucks. Now, the rules didn't change as far as what was played at the judging point would be the count after all those years. So that's one of the reasons why we had the issue with the people not being able to choose, because when the bands play certain songs on the judging points, you would count those songs, right? So Kitchener, because it was about the steel band, Kitchener was known for his melodical music and making music that really was geared towards the pan man. Right? And that was why most bands would choose a Kitchener song. Even after Kitchener's death, the year that Kitchener died, his son, Colonel, had a real amazing pan song, which was the Sound of the Ghost, which he spoke about. It was 12 o'clock in the night, I wake up to take a bite, and he saw his father. Right? Anyway, and a lot of bands played that because it was so much like the authentic Kitchener songs.
Right.
So we need to remember that. So, and now because it's about the masqueraders, it has changed. So, yeah, Marshall have an appeal to the masqueraders, and for that reason, I believe he had beyond, like Bruce said, we have
it will
a good 10 years in him, and he will constantly be belting out those songs geared towards the masqueraders.
Nice. All right, so the last one I'm going to touch on today before we head back to some music is a lot of female soca artists are better than male soca artists. We just don't talk about it. Well, let's talk about it. Dev here clapping. Dev, give me some wise words here.
Nadia Batson, Destra Garcia, Fear and Lions.
Patrice
Roberts. Shall we go on? These ladies are not just entertainers, they are vocalists.
Yes,
they are
facts.
Amazing vocalists.
Facts.
And these ladies are competing in a genre geared towards, if I want to say more or less, geared towards men entertaining women.
Right.
If you think about it, the masqueraders song is men trying to entertain, get women to mind.
Right.
And these women are out there representing, and I think those ladies are cream of the crop.
Yeah, I definitely think that our female artists don't get enough. Just enough. They just don't get enough.
Yeah.
Across
the board.
Just enough. Maybe we should have some categories then for female artists alone. Maybe they should have.
That is our next set of bacchanal there, because then they're gonna say, well, females are supposed to be men's equal, so why it is you have a separate category?
Yeah,
but it does have a king of Calypso King and Calypso Queen.
No, not anymore.
They don't have it again?
No.
Oh, they used to. Okay.
Right? But I feel like they just don't get enough, and they don't get a chance to get enough. So, come on.
But I think what we're doing here is how we change that.
Right.
You give the women and give them music a platform, big them up the right way, and let people know that we appreciate and we honor the music, and change the minds of how people look at female artists. Because if you think about those names that I call there, what would Carnival be for the last 15 years without any of them? Alison Hines, back 5-10 years before that, right? Saucy. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Go back, if you want to go back, Denise Plummer.
Well, yeah.
Right? If you want to go back, in the Calypso days with Rose.
Right.
What will Carnival be without those women? Right? I mean, Singing Sandra just passed away in the Calypso genre, rest in peace, Singing Sandra. And look at what she was able to do for consciousness towards women. Something that we're battling with today, the violence against women. Sandra was sang about that since in the 90s. You know? So think about what Carnival and the culture would be without the influence and the input from these amazing women.
Amazing. Definitely. So that was our steamy topics. It wasn't so steamy though. I thought we would have fight, but we didn't fight today. We went too bad.
I be even otherwise we could fight whole
show.
ship.
The whole show. We just gonna argue.
Yeah.
That's definite. I could definitely see that happening. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the conversation. You can message us on Facebook. Tell us your thoughts. We can touch it when we come back. We're gonna take a short break and come back. Don't go anywhere. This is the last lap of the show, which means Bruce is going to shell it down because he was on a roll throughout the entire segment today, I must say.
Yeah.
From old to new to everything.
Everything in between.
Everything in between.
I was feeling it today.
So
and the party in the studio.
We almost smash up the studio.
Yeah.
We shake up the studio. So don't go anywhere. We're gonna come back in just a couple minutes right after this break.
This is iLive Caribbean. wi.iliveradio.com.
iLive Caribbean invites you to log on to the Dirty Fire Show each and every Monday night between the hours of 8 to 10 p.m. featuring selected dirties and yours truly, Fire Travis, for the best in urban music, past and present. Each and every Monday night between the hours of 8 to 10, the Dirty Fire Show. Why?
Every Tuesday on ILive Caribbean, Mr. Ring is under control. Every Tuesday nights from 8 to 10, it's cooking something on ILive Caribbean. Dancehall, reggae, hip-hop. The best coming from Martinique, Guadeloupe, French Guiana, Radio Island. DJ Mr. Ring cooking something every Tuesday night, 8 to 10 on ILive Caribbean. Ring, ring, ring.
What's really good? It's DJ Clean Cut representing iLive Caribbean, and I want to welcome everybody to my house. Come check me out every Wednesday 2 to 4. I'm going to be hooking you up with the best tracks all the way from Haiti. Some compa, doobadoo, racine, carnaval, just the best music. And cannot forget to hook you up with some of the Caribbean flavor. So tout haïtien, vini. You la, chaque mercredi. So come and check me out every Wednesday from 2 to 4 right here on iLive Caribbean.
Want to go on a boat ride on Saturday? Then join DJ KCD as he captains a different boat ride every Saturday night. 2 hours of pure vibes from 6 p.m. All aboard the boat ride, only on iLive Caribbean Radio.
This is iLive Caribbean, broadcasting all over the internet. For any further information, please contact iLive Caribbean at info@wi.iliveradio.com.
This is iLive Caribbean, changing the way we listen to radio.
Can't stop the mass. Start. Yo, sisters. Batman like to party too. They go so happy them. Uptown big so party too. They go so happy them. If you feel like you can't get through, rum and so happy them. All who vex and who hate you, they go so happy them. And away we go. Time to kick off the greatest show. Say anywhere we go. Candles wine pon the thing like who? Could be rain or snow. That could never stop what we do. DJ pull it up again for me and my friends. We going down till the end. We going all day. Check out them calling way. We going all day. 24 hours in one day. We going all
Yo.
This is why the girl take the sheets and the 2 pillows. Don't lie. That's why she take the 2 of the 4 pillows.
She take 2 of the 4 pillows and take the sheets. You didn't know what them memories. I couldn't even lie down on the bed and cry and say, oh God, girl. She take the sheets from them. But them kind of thing you have to learn your lesson, eh? Because I won first, but I didn't won last.
Ah!
Well, this next one is a message for you.
Watch my angel, Lupini and Bounty. Beyonce get horn from Jay-Z. Ding dong, it's not about money. Some man like to lie. Can't watch them girl in the eye. Say you won't get late is a lie. Why you think eating out you right? Don't hide. From a young boy, my grandmother say the truth will set you free. So I sit girl down and let them know how it's going to be. If I deal with Lisa, Stacy, call me, group it up in trip. Because I love you, you love me, one big family, real man now. This one girl I have and I want it to be the 6, real man now. This one girl I have and I want it to be the 6, real man now.
And this is DJ Bravo.
Come then, we gon' play again, real man now. We treat you good, we don't know about hot from the day we born. Every girl is a queen, but this king have the crown from the day we born. My grandfather said, woman is never wrong, you can't harm for long. The old people say, what goes up must come down.
And right about now, I want to premiere. Aha! I want to premiere this remix. This is a DJ BrucetheProduce remix.
Watch the sun, watch out, anything that shock out, get washed out. Watch the king, the boat, and the queen, come out, watch out. Watch it, you tell on so watch ya. Watch me now, but I'm in what I made a tape back, then try. Shot put it up, the queen in the back. Look how me cute and sexy like that. I'm in party, can't stand it, and watch that. Show me slip up, me, I like the rapid.
Pull it back!
Watch the sun, watch out, anything that shock out, get washed.
What you doing, wee boy? What you doing, wee boy?
Watch it, you tell on so watch ya. Watch me now, but I'm in what I made a tape back, then try. Shot put it up, me, and the queen in the back. Look how me cute and sexy like that. I'm in party, can't stand it, and watch that. Show me slip up, me, I like the rapid. Show me look cute and don't look right. Let go like me to over me, man, I fight. And that part one, no time in that life. Me don't go make it low. You let the time up, so look nice, this I'm moving here, right? That's last the school that is like a lick. The policy, I'll be going to see that.
One more time.
Chris Kennedy, big up yourself.
Watch the sun, watch out, anything that shock out, get washed out. Watch the king, the boat, and the queen, come out, watch out, yes, for the carpet. Watch it, you still on us, watch ya. Watch me now, but I'm in what I made a tape back, bitch. Shot put it up, me, and the queen in the back. Look how me cute and sexy like that. I'm in party, can't so no better watch that. Show me slip up, me, I like the wappy, give me a fire. Show me look cute and don't look right. Let go like me to over me, man, I fight. And that part one, no time in that life. Me don't go back in love. You let the time up, so look niceness, I'm moving here, right? That's last the school that is like a lick. The policy, I'll be going to see that.
This is the original Queen of Hearts here. One and only Patra.
Kiss me at the quick, me run the back. Shuffle up with the cabby, compact lock. So I don't know say patch, I got that stack. Anything this, I pick it back. Money back, me rally back, me not dance so back. Anything this, I pick it back. Money back, me rally back, me not dance so back. And I'm not having to take back the track.
Bruce just showing off right now. You're just showing off. Just showing off, Bruce. That's all you're doing. Just showing off.
Listen. As long as I producing quality things, I can't call myself BrucetheProduce, and the only thing I'm doing is planting in my garden. I'm producing lettuce. I don't produce music.
And you're 128 trees.
Exactly. Alright folks, so we have about 10 minutes on the inside, so we're going on jam. I'm going back old school again. We're going on jam. But I want to thank my guest announcers passing through today. Bella, as always, and the Dev making his debut. He has a wealth of knowledge there, things that, a history lesson today, boy.
Yo, I had so much fun. I hope you could do this again. This was a real nice experience. Party inside the studio. I got to bring some historic perspective. I loved it. I hope you could do this again. Big up.
Definitely a pleasure being here, ILive listeners. We are back again next week, Sunday. We'll see you then.
Big up Ozzy Merrick. Big up Ozzy Merrick and home front.
Everybody's
na 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 na. We make girls them, we make girls them. It's all the woman them whining, all the man them jumping, everybody like me, and the dance all burning, the party on fire. We don't want no water, let's jump, 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 jump and get out the order. I'm talking about fire, fire, in your fire, fire. No firefighters who out the fire. Talking about fire, fire, in your fire, fire. No firefighters who out the fire. Everything the fellas we must ride up on them girl instrumental. Jump up and ride them rich. Jump up and ride them rich. What are you hearing, man? What are you hearing? Jump up and ride them rich. Jump up and ride them rich. Put your finger on the table. Nothing is cheap or evil. Everybody play your label. Just find a long mic and cable. Mix it from the belly table. But people moving this table. We come out to your grill now. Dance and I'm really bad, bad, bad. Take a pretty crazy. Don't think we crazy. Take a really bad, bad, bad. Take a really crazy. Back when you used to wear green, man. Every step you take, you make it dance for shame. Cause it's earthquake for goodness sake. I wanna start with you. Come on, your footsteps, stop it, stop it, in a double dance party. Upstairs you're finding me. Me and the boys making night on the ground. Some stairs they're yelling me. Me and the girl pussy. You know what I have? High issues and you put on the ground. Footsteps, stop it, footsteps, stop it,
ILiveRadio.com. That's a wrap. That was the end. End of show.
Yo, it's your boy boy DJ Shrivan presenting Meadow Magic Mondays on ILive Caribbean. Come join me as I bring to you the best mix of soca and
Alright guys, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Look out for the remix on YouTube and SoundCloud.
6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Every Sunday. Alright.
Ciao!